2K.
It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
Hey folks, thanks for joining us. This is Ernie Johnson. Kenny Smith is here. Shaquille O'Neal. Big guy right there.
Ow.
Tonight we'll see the Los Angeles Lakers as they play against the Sacramento Kings. Looking at the Kings, they've yet to
It's game time in Los Angeles. From the Staples Center, all the crowd ready to go as they look to cheer on the Lakers. This is Kevin Harlan. We've got Chris Webber and Greg Anthony with us. And from the sideline, we'll be hearing from David Aldridge. And right now for the Kings, they'd like to start this road trip off on a positive note. Challenging part of the schedule, and this is where they need to buckle down and take care of business.
And it's going to be a tough stretch of games here coming up. I know they're excited for it, and it's going to serve as a real benchmark for this group to find out exactly where they are in this league.
Let's take a look at our starters for Sacramento. Down low, it's Bagley and Cauley-Stein. On the wings, Hield and Bogdanovich. And it's Fox in at the point. Some teams see Webb now struggling. Others are surging. It's the mad dash to determine playoff seedings, and it's fun to watch.
And for fans of the underdog, this is why we play out the season. Only the strong prevail. Survival of the fittest. Everybody wants a chance to try to make sure that their team is the one to win. So, yeah, struggling is common for everyone. How do you handle those struggles, and how do you get through them? And usually it's with teamwork, chemistry, and, again, some hard work at the end.
Coach Dave Yeager never missed the playoffs as head coach in Memphis. Chris, is it tough to go from that kind of success to a team now in rebuild mode?
You bet it is. I mean, it's a different challenge to build something from the ground up. It takes a lot of patience. You have to appreciate the small moments of progress, even when the wins are few.
Now, here's Bogdanovich. Really played well against Phoenix in his last outing. It's tipped. LeBron against Bogdanovich. And James gets it to go on the assist by AI.
He's just super efficient when he's close to the rim. James is like a master at knowing which way to take it.
Cauley-Stein a screen. And it's Hield off the drive. He took good advantage of that screen.
Working the in-between area, the kind of look that can get you into a rhythm early.
Yeah, I think he was surprised. He was so open. I mean, that's just a defensive breakdown.
Now here's James. Playing Brooklyn, he was nearly unstoppable. And the pass to Kuzma. Comes out of the gate empty. He's 0 for 1.
Now that's what we're talking about in terms of the activity level defensively. You got to protect the rim.
Well, that takes physical ability, good timing, those two things that he possesses. Ooh, look at the soft touch on the teardrop.
James dishes to AI. There's the pick. James, the pass to Kuzma. AI outside. Nice move. Shot clock at 6. Connects. The jumper drops. AI's got his first basket.
And it might be a bit early to start proclaiming this, but the way AI has played this season, guys, and everything he's done on the floor, to me, he has to be the pick for Rookie of the Year.
No doubt that AI has some stiff competition, but you know what, Greg? I think most writers around the league would agree with you, especially when you look at AI's impact on the team. And there's the whistle. Illegal screen. With 10 games left, let's see how the playoff race is shaping up out west. Look at the Lakers, advantage in one series. And checking out Sacramento, they're back in the 8th position.
And I think for the Lakers, so much has gone right for them this season. They've needed some breaks to go their way, and it feels like they've gotten them all. Now they're poised for success in the playoffs.
But they've created their own breaks, Greg. I mean, because of how they played throughout the entire season. But now is when things really start to get tough.
Fox kicks to Bogdanovich. Pass to Hield. Inside, Cauley-Stein.
Oh, no doubt that Buddy Hield can shoot with the best of them. But it's encouraging watching him share the wealth as well.
Ball dishes to AI. Back to Ball. And, yep, finally drops after rolling around the rim.
Now, that was a sensational feed. He hit him right on the move.
Fox kicks to Cauley-Stein. And it's Bogdanovich in the corner. Second chance shot. And, oh, he blocked it and deflects off the backboard. Hield can't hit.
Look, they cannot leave him open like that. The D got away with one there.
Down low. LeBron's shot is good. James has got 8 points.
They've wasted no time settling into their offense.
And we've got an update here, so let's check in with David Aldridge reporting from the sideline.
Well, I had a chance to talk with head coach Dave Yeager. This is a team that loves to run, and he really wants to see them do what they love. So transition ball should be the order of the day, Kevin. Back to you.
Okay, David, thanks. Now some of the best in the NBA right here. The top scorers, efficiency-wise. LeBron James, second. JaVale McGee, fourth.
You can't say enough about these two guys shooting this season. Both their percentages, just incredible stuff.
Bagley the pass to Cauley-Stein. Here's Bogdanovich. Sacramento again missing.
Yeah, not a great shot there, especially when you got a lockdown defender guarding.
No, I mean, there had to be a better option that time down the court. That's just a missed opportunity.
Now here's Hield. Last game out, he had 14. Bogdanovich, no luck.
The active defense making things very hard on him as he goes in for the layup.
Kuzma can't get it to go. Last outing for Sacramento, they won that game against Phoenix.
Oh, man, such an athletic 7-footer, Willie Cauley-Stein. Now, look, he's improving his game. He fits that prototype of a mobile shot blocker who finishes around the rim.
Yeah, instinctively, too. Fox there looking to be a ball mover, a facilitator, and that's one reason why his team is playing well.
Now here is McGee. No scoring yet from him, but that's likely to change. Here's Kuzma. A 23-point game for him in the win against Brooklyn. And AI throws it down.
Well, this team has punched their postseason ticket already. Many weren't sure where they'd finish in terms of that conference totem pole, but certainly AI has helped with their position.
You know, Greg, throughout the season, he has been a consistent threat for this team. You know, you're thankful for where the team is with him, but you are a little scared of where they would be without him. And Chris, for Cauley-Stein, just how good you think he can become?
I think he can become very good. He's got to show more improvement offensively, but that just takes work over the summer.
And pushing it up, here's Los Angeles. Here's Ball. Looking at his numbers, he averages a bit over 9 points a game. Inside, stolen away. Nice job to interrupt the alley-oop attempt there. Here's Hield. Here's Bagley. And fouled on the shot, so the bucket counts and a chance for one more here.
Yeah, nice board there by Bagley. This is where he hangs his hat.
AI outside. And he drops in the layup off the glass. AI's got the opening field goal of the second quarter for the Lakers. The Kings trail by 9. Kentavious Caldwell-Pope is out there with Ingram. And it's Rajon Rondo. Then there's Kyle Kuzma. And it's AI in at the 2-guard spot. That's who's in the game for the Lakers. And stolen by AI. And it's the Lakers on the break. Foul call that time on the way up. That'll give them 2 chances at the free throw line here. And now a look at the upcoming schedule for Sacramento. On Tuesday, they'll face off against DeAndre Jordan and the Dallas Mavericks. Then on Thursday, they'll be facing Drew Holiday and the New Orleans Pelicans.
In that game against the Spurs, they'll need to be at their best for this contest. Anything short of excellence, and they'll be in for a rough ride.
That free throw good from Caldwell Pope.
Look, Caldwell Pope, Kevin, he's one of the better 3-and-D wings in this league. He's very active with his hands. And on defense, you know he's always going to get a handful of steals, but he's not the most efficient scorer. But he's solid from deep.
And it's Bogdanovich off the drive. And stolen by Kuzma. Outside for Caldwell Pope. Sinks the triple. Caldwell Pope's got 5 points in the quarter.
And Caldwell Pope can be a volume 3-point shooter, meaning when he gets a lot of attempts from there, he can fill it up from downtown.
Labissiere with the ball. He's against Kuzma. Can they get it? The Lakers with the rebound. They faced off right here last time they met, but the home club just couldn't pull out the win.
And their defense practically non-existent in that one. Just gave up far too many easy shots.
Well, the opponents ran some pretty good sets, too. I mean, let's be honest, creating some nice open looks.
Oh, big finish, emphatic.
He hangs on the rim just for good measure. Wow. Shoots the 3. Bogdanovich, know what?
Well, you see the struggles he's having getting anything to go.
Yeah, but at the same time, you know if he can just break through this cold streak, he can give you what you need.
How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today, ending with a basket coming off a pretty pass.
Timeout called by the Kings. They come into this having outplayed Phoenix the last game.
Yeah, unfortunately for them, I thought the opponent's defense just never showed up.
But I like that they attacked those weaknesses. They made them pay for a lackluster effort.
A chance to check out AI here. He's been dominant over the last month. Right around 25 points per, 7 assists, and 5 rebounds. And he's been putting up points with regularity. I mean, that's what they depend on, his killer instinct on offense.
Yeah, anytime this club needs a basket, he's their go-to guy. Just an irrepressible, prolific scorer.
You see, Webb, for your money, who does the best job of combining guard skills with a classic back-to-the-basket game?
Whoa, I mean, you think of Cousins. He's 7 foot, not the fastest, but he has back-to-the-basket and then crossover three-point shooting ability. Embiid as well, Towns, and of course, Anthony Davis, who I think was a point guard and had a great growth spurt in high school.
Yes.
He's just a guard in a big man's body.
Here's Labissiere. That ball is in the basket. Now he's shot 6 and made 3 of them.
Oh, I like seeing Labissiere expand his range, looking solid from the mid-range.
Rondo kicks to Ingram. AI outside. Caldwell Pope trying to break free. Bagley with the rebound. Bagley's got 4 rebounds now tonight. And here is Fox. 14 points from him the last game against Phoenix.
Yeah, and don't forget about his passing. I mean, he didn't forget about his teammates. He was spreading the ball all over the floor.
Here's Bagley. He picked up 21 points in their last win against Phoenix. It's Bjelica. Off target from outside.
And that's the battle they haven't been winning today. Their work. Goodness. Wow. My goodness, that was absolutely filthy.
Nasty. This building is stunned. He dug deep, Greg, into his bag of tricks there. And that last replay, courtesy of the Under Armour Hover Havoc, unleashing a little bit of chaos.
You know, when Marvin Bagley entered the league, there were some questions as to which position would he play, but the versatility he brings is special. He can guard a number of positions, score inside and out, and he is a tremendous rebounder.
And he's good on the second. And one thing you can't question about Bagley, Greg, his intensity level.
As competitive as they come, he's ferocious around the rim. Oftentimes, he looks like he wants it more than anybody else on the floor.
Here's Caldwell Pope. Tries again, and he lays it up and in. Caldwell Pope's got 7 points here in this quarter.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Now here's Labissiere, guarded by Kuzma. Again, the miss by the Kings.
Now, I think he lets the D get to him there, and he rushes it. I mean, he has plenty of space there if he just takes his time.
I didn't see that miss coming. I mean, he's usually been money from that range.
Here's Bjelica. He's guarded by Caldwell Pope. Stolen by Caldwell Pope. And here we go. Fast break. Kuzma's got it. And so he draws the foul on the shot. A trip to the line to shoot 2.
No wasted trips at all. They're taking care of business at the line.
It's his first trip to the line.
And at 78%, he's been a consistent shooter at the line for them all season long.
Sacramento making a switch here. Randolph has checked in. And what a draft day steal for the Lakers, who were able to get Kyle Kuzma, who had been drafted 27th overall.
Yeah, Kuzma came into the league far more polished than anyone expected, and you have to credit the young man's hard work and how he was able to make such a big splash that rookie year. And with how hard he works, Kuzma is going to be an impactful player in this league for a long time.
On the sideline, let's catch up with Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Hi, Kevin. Well, AI in their last time out against the Nets played superb basketball. He finished with 24 points, and that was just part of the story. He finished with a double-double in that game. He put up great numbers in a terrific effort. It's not a game that anyone wanted to miss. And he'll be looking for a repeat performance tonight, Kevin.
David, appreciate the report. He was a one-man show in that game.
And, you know, it'll be interesting to see how much that took out of him. I mean, he'll have a hard time putting up anything even close to those numbers here tonight.
I mean, well, it should have taken all the energy out of him. It should have taken something out of him, Greg. I mean, he pushed the envelope in every way that night. He was unreal.
Caldwell Pope passes to Kuzma. Floats it up for AI. It's going to be out of bounds. Los Angeles will retain possession. And in front of you there are some first-year players putting an injection of defense into the second half of the season. The rookie steal leaders since the All-Star break. Marvin Bagley on top.
His steal rate in the second half of the season shows that he's figuring out the league. So they better learn to look out for him. And a sturdy screen set for him that time. And he doesn't fool around, just straight to the rim for the finish.
No way for his man to get around that one. That's for sure.
And that's a play they'll run over and over, fellas, as long as it keeps working.
And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Kyle Kuzma. That is his first foul of the game. Chris, coach turnover happens a lot in the NBA. And there are some people that feel that, teams are too quick to make a change. What do you think?
Every situation is different. Sometimes an obvious change is needed, but sometimes it feels more like desperation. Think about it. The best franchises typically have stability. And fans aren't stupid. They know when their team is just trying to throw a worm out there to catch and to see who they can get, or if they're using the past coach as a scapegoat, trying to redirect the emotions of the fans to direct them to cheer for their team further on. But a lot of times, I tell you this, though, coaches getting fired because the players don't execute and follow through. A lot of times it's not the coach's fault, but usually they have to take the fall, and that's what being the leader is all about. And unfortunately for the coaches, there is quick turnover, but hopefully they can land back on their feet at a new place with another job, with a team that'll listen and let them set the culture.
Good insight. Even as the team rebuilds, business booming for the Kings. Chris, ticket sales, sponsorships, you name it.
Well, the fans are doing their part to make this team a winner. You can bet that.
James checked in for the Lakers. Ball comes in for Rajon Rondo. Buddy Hield, he's checked in for Sacramento. There's the screen. Fox kicks to Randolph. Hield outside. 5 on the clock. Passes it to Labissiere. Shoots over Kuzma. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here.
Oh, look at Skal Labissiere. I mean, he grew up in Haiti. I mean, in the 2010 quake, his family's...
And so it's Los Angeles going to the break, holding an enormous 36-point lead. Thank you, David, and we'll be back after halftime as the third quarter gets underway. And as we begin the second half, first half wasn't even close, guys, and we'll see if there is a comeback on our hands or more of the same. As AI is checked in for Los Angeles. Here's Bogdanovich. He's been patient so far, nothing yet on the scoreboard.
Yeah, and they've shown effort and aggression in the paint, really right from the tip. Their rebounding edge right now, massive.
On the floor for Sacramento. Fox is at the point with Hield next to him at the 2. Down low, it's Bagley and Cauley-Stein. And it's Bogdanovich in at the small forward. Ball against Fox. Pass to Hield. 6 to shoot. Over AI. Hield with the bucket. Hield's got 11 points. And with a little over a minute gone, the second half is underway. AI sets a screen for Ball. To the middle. And it's McGee with the jam.
I mean, the passing genius of LeBron coming to the surface. I mean, a look that only a few players in the league can make.
And that Unleash Chaos replay presented by Under Armour. Hover Havoc, giving us a chance to relive that exciting play. And it's going to be 2 free throws. Drew contact on the shot.
That's his 3rd personal foul. At the line for your Lakers, Lonzo Ball. 2 shots.
First one falls for him. Well, a lot of people have a lot of opinions on Lonzo Ball, but one thing is for sure, Chris, he is a playmaker.
Oh, yeah, and his teammates love to play with him. That's a big thing, Kevin. I mean, he's a natural catalyst for this team. And it goes beyond his impressive passing numbers. I mean, you can see just how different the team is when he's on the floor. I mean, and it means they're moving, they're running. He came into this league advertised as an unselfish playmaker, and he's been that and something.
His second person, second team.
And for Sacramento, they're shooting about 33%. Not happy with their play on that end. They get a hand on it, and stolen by James.
Yeah, that's two really unproductive trips in a row, ending in turnovers.
Fox against Ball. Fox passes to Hield. Good, and a nice assist from Fox. Fox has got 3 assists in the game.
And he's really shot the ball well, but it hasn't been contagious.
It's deflected.
And a skilled shot blocker to boot. Love how Bagley uses that height and reach to stifle shooters.
Now the pass to Fox. Cauley-Stein kicks to Hield, and there's the foul. It'll go on AI. Here's Ingram. Taking a look at his numbers, he averages about 7 points a game. Lakers working the ball around now. Harris against Fox. Harris drives in. 5 to shoot. Beyond the arc. Gets the three-pointer to fall. Harris has got his second bucket of the night.
And you can see the play calling this half. Another one from distance.
Well, that's because they made a concerted effort to get the shooters involved. Now they've built up the confidence.
Outside, Bogdanovich. He can't get that one to fall. Great D that time from AI. Kicks it to Beasley. Fox with the steal. And now the fast break. Fox with the ball. That's tipped. And so the ball's out of bounds. Ingram touched it last.
Here's a look at some stats for De'Aaron Fox. They've gotten some big performances from him since the All-Star break. He's putting up about 17 points, 8 assists, and 3 rebounds. And he has been passing the ball like a virtuoso. That's what really stands out about these recent performances.
Hey, every symphony needs a conductor. He unifies his teammates, sets the tempo, and they make some sweet, sweet music.
Just really unselfish there. Harris is someone who knows when one of his guys is wide open.
Beasley with the steal. Out on his own on the break. Moving it up. And AI throws it down.
And it's been about that execution offensively. I mean, they have been superb.
Yeah, and it's been a team game, a number of contributions. Guys staying focused. That's why the league continues to grow.
Left side, Randolph. Back to Farrell. Randolph, a screen on Harris. Farrell can't hit.
Off target with what's pretty good look from mid-range.
Shoots from the line, and Ingram with the basket on the assist by Beasley. 6 points for Brandon Ingram.
3 straight baskets in transition now. They'll want to end that trend in a hurry.
Pass to Randolph. Over Beasley. Nice shot by Randolph. Randolph's got his 3rd bucket of the night.
Right in his wheelhouse. Randolph putting in work in the paint.
Harris passes to AI. Gets it to go for bucket number 8. He's taken just 10 shots.
This score will be very different without his offense. He's been terrific.
They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
And the officials signal the backcourt violation. Not very careful there.
You know what? You've got to play smart when you're trailing. Margin for error much smaller, yet they continue to make mistakes.
Amon Shumpert's checked in for Sacramento. Harris kicks to Ingram. He feeds it to AI. And Labissiere sends it back.
Just phenomenal timing on the block. Labissiere leaping up for the forceful rejection.
So it's the Lakers now. Ingram passes to Harris. Beasley sets a screen for Harris. Shot clock at 5. Pulls from the top of the key. Rebound by Bielitsa.
Very dangerous to leave a guy like that open. Lucky break there for the D.
Farrell. Rebound the Lakers. AI's got 7 rebounds in the game. It's stolen by Labissiere. Farrell gets the bucket.
Nice. Look how alert Shumpert is. He knows whenever one of his teammates is open to get him to rock.
Shumpert against Harris. Beasley the screen. Here's Hart. Loses his man off the screen and lays it up and in. Hart's got 4 points now in the quarter.
Oh, the floater's a tough shot, even when you're that close to the bucket.
Knocked loose. Randolph a screen. And Bielitsa kicks to Farrell. Randolph inside. Covered by Beasley. Excellent D there from Beasley.
He's not the only one to blame for them being behind, but he hasn't helped their cause much.
Here's Ingram. And even after 2 offensive rebounds, they just can't get the lid off.
This shot's just, it's not there right now. With this team leading, perhaps, you know, let's focus on some other areas of the game.
Sacramento's gone 0 of 2 from deep to start things here in the second half. Here's Farrell, guarded by Harris. So it's the Lakers again turning it over. Now 8 seconds separating the 2 clocks. Oh, a nice defensive play to disrupt the alley-oop. Here's Farrell. 15 seconds left in the third quarter of the game. Shot clock at 5. Here's Randolph. From 16 feet away, he cans it. Randolph's got 11 points.
More than comfortable operating from mid-range. Easy money for Randolph.
And so it's the Los Angeles Lakers, able to put on a show for the ages. Defensively, they have gotten after it, contesting every shot going up. While we have the chance now, folks, let's go to our State Farm assist of the game.
And the definition of teamwork right there, guys. I mean, what great communication between them, and what a beautiful feed.
I mean, well, if you're the coaching staff, I mean, you're pumped up. This highlight will not only make it on the TV, it'll make it into the film session tomorrow.
Welcome back. Fourth quarter action starting up in what has been a one-sided show. All right, now a chance to set the floor courtesy of Gatorade. Fourth quarter action, all fueled up and ready to go. So for the Lakers right now, Beasley is out there with Ivica Zubac. Then it's AI. Then it's Lance Stevenson, and it's Hart in at the point guard. That one goes in, and it's 9 points for Beasley.
And some guys just have a nose for scoring, and this one couldn't have been any easier.
I mean, I don't know whether to say it's amazing or it's sad, but you're down double digits and you still allow an uncontested layup. Where is the pride? Where is your heart?
Labissiere, no good. LA is gone 7 of 11 from deep tonight, using the three-pointer to their advantage. Here's Hart. So the whistle blows on the shot, and 2 free throws for the contact right there. When you were playing on the road, obviously the fans would yell things and, you know, try to get under your skin. C-Webb, do you remember any instance when it really bothered you and took effect?
Maybe when I would go home and play for the Pistons, I'd see some fan in the green and white, and maybe Steve Smith, my partner, paid him to be there. But, you know, the Michigan State fans, you know, the gold blue or that type of thing. Or in Ohio, it's very funny, you know, in Ohio, if they want to boo, if they want to get the crowd pumped up, all they do is put a big Michigan M up there, and the crowd will go crazy and boo. So Ohio, usually my people in Ohio State, the Cleveland, they always, you know, had something to say. No, but it was more like, you know, you suck, Ohio State is the best, you know, Michigan State, you should have come here, that type of stuff. And you kind of look back, give a guy a wink, knock her down a jump shot, and put your fingers to your lips and just say, shh, you don't want to get me upset. Let sleeping dogs lie.
Oh, that's great. When you look at the amount of threes Chris being taken now, do you think the league as a whole is too dependent upon perimeter offense?
I don't think so. If you look at Golden State, we all tend to think that they've shot the most threes last year. It actually was Houston.
Right.
And when you look at how Golden State does not just settle for threes, Kevin, but they can shoot them at any time, and maybe the best three-point shooter in the history of the NBA, Curry, will lay a difficult layup over the top of your head just as quick as he'll shoot a tough three from 45 feet. That's what it seems like, but the good teams like a Golden State make you feel like they're shooting a lot of threes, but actually play with a balanced game. Those that try to copycat and just shoot threes, I don't think they've won a championship yet. So I think it's about having that balance, and maybe the league overall is shooting too many threes, but the champions who shoot threes, I don't think take too many.
AI passes to Beasley. It's stolen by Iman Shumpert. Passes it to Farrell. High post, Davis. He kicks it to Shumpert. Davis sets a screen. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Shumpert passes to McLemore. Hits the three-point bomb.
That's the kind of player McLemore is. He is always thinking of shooting as soon as he gets the ball off the pass.
Caldwell Pope outside. They set the pick. Shumpert with the steal. And the Kings pushing it up now. Here's Farrell. Good on the shot.
Playing big, willing to go toe-to-toe against a guy who towers over him.
Well, it's just an attitude, a way of life. You can't let people see you back down, or they take it as a sign of weakness and expect that treatment every time.
We're in the final quarter of play here, 3 minutes in. See, Webb, I think of when you entered the league and how much the league has changed since your entry. In your mind, going back to your rookie year, I'm sure you can count many ways that the NBA has improved the game.
Yeah, and the NBA, to me, has always been a step ahead. It's been a leader as far as where sports in general should go. I mean, we're truly a global game now. I mean, just imagine where the game is going to be in 20 years, the growth of overall player salaries, the value of franchises. And to me, again, the biggest improvement has just been the evolution of players. It's been thanking a guy like Larry Bird, who was 6'9", shooting threes, and today we have Kevin Durant, 7-foot shooting threes. It's players getting better. The dribbling of Isaiah Thomas. Thomas back in the Piston days to the dribbling of Curry, Kyrie, John Wall. Today, it's the evolution of the players to me that's been so exciting, along with the growth of the league overall.
Kufis checked in for Labissiere. For Sacramento, they've gone 3 of 8 here in the fourth quarter. Shumpert in the corner. Here's the screen. Davis sets a screen. Off the pick. The Lakers with the rebound. Beasley's got rebound number 5 here tonight. For 3, Caldwell Pope. And it's good, coming on the assist by Rajon Rondo. Rondo's got 4 assists now tonight. Farrell kicks to Davis. Now, here's Kufis. Davis sets a screen. Kufis the pass to Farrell. And AI comes to help. 6 on the shot clock. McLemore, no good. LA has gone 2 for 2 from three-point land to start the fourth quarter. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up. And it's going to go on Iman Shumpert. Chris, we hear the word switchability. Popular term used these days. Talk about the importance of having guys who can defend multiple positions.
It's so important because it allows for the flexibility with your matchups. You can avoid being forced into mismatches. So you definitely need players like that. However, Kev, I think that the NBA is going switchability crazy. You shouldn't switch everything. Switching on defense should only be if the coach wants to take a player out the game or if it's just needed at the last second. Usually communication is the key because there are no new plays under the sun. You see the play coming and developing it, and if you can communicate, that's usually when you don't need to switch. I think coaches have lost trust in players' willingness to communicate, and switching has become kind of a lesser of two evils, I guess you could say. And I hope we get away from as much switching as we do because it puts guys in totally wrong positions. And if you have a smart offensive player, he'll pass his way out of that right to the guy with the mismatch.
Your take is real interesting. Koufos kicks to Farrell. Over Rondo. And no good. The dry spell continuing for him. AI passes to Zubac. Makes it off the glass.
The tenacity, the attention to detail, it's why these guys are in complete control.
Well, they continue to extend the lead. Terrific play on both ends of the court.
Pass to Shumpert. Here's Farrell. The tray. It's hauled in by Zubac.
Wow, what a rough second half for him shooting the basketball. Maybe you adopt a pass-first mentality at this point.
AI can't hit. For the Lakers, they won their last contest, that game against Brooklyn. And McLemore kicks to Farrell. Back to McLemore. And he banks in the layup.
Assisted by
Rondo with it. Chris, the last few years, talk of expansion has come up. Are we ready, you think, in the NBA to add some more teams?
I think we are. Now, expanding to 32 teams might stretch the talent a little bit thin, but I think we could handle a couple of years with that because of the youth of the players, and it could actually switch it up a little bit. I mean, come on, Kevin. You like me. You're a big basketball and big sports fan. You know we have to have a team in Seattle.
I would love to see it. Absolutely.
I mean, come on. You know how crazy those fans were. You know we have to have that come back, and then there's some places. Think about how great Oklahoma City is,
yes,
and how they just embraced this Thunder team. There might be a couple more places out there with that type of passion and fans saying, listen, if you give us a team, we promise we'll nurture it, take care of it, and root for it the loudest. And I like having that. I think it's time to definitely investigate expansion, but we got to get back to Seattle first and foremost.
Here's Farrell. There's the pick. Back to Koufos. Just 5 on the clock. Shoots over Zubac. Offensive rebound. Davis. And there's the bucket. Staying with it on the offensive glass. Getting it done.
And you just hate to give up those second chance points.
It can be discouraging, frustrating, but you only have yourselves to blame. Box out.
A nice shot by AI. AI's got 10 points here in the second half.
Continuing to push the action and build this lead.
And you see he's not worried about what's on the scoreboard. He just wants to go ham each possession.
Now, here's Koufos. Zubac defending. Here's McLemore. No good that time. Rondo with some nice D. Los Angeles has gone 2 or 3 in the fourth quarter from long range. Good shooting so far.
And Caldwell Pope just blows past defenders with his speed. Just a sensational finisher all around the bucket.
Sacramento's gone 1 of 3 from outside the arc since we've reached the fourth quarter. Farrell passes to McLemore. To the paint. Here's Davis. Oh, that's blocked. To the paint. Here's AI. And it's denied. Shumpert against Caldwell Pope. And Shumpert kicks to Davis. Here's Farrell. Clock at 6. Shumpert passes to McLemore. Gets it to go from beyond the arc.
And that three-point shot from McLemore is just cash. Don't let this guy get free from the perimeter.
Outside Rondo. The pass to Zubac. And Caldwell Pope now atop the key. To the inside. AI. That one, no good. And Sacramento will go the other way with it. Now McLemore. Each team has one inactive player per night. Would upping that amount, you think, C-Web, of active players on game day change anything at all?
I don't believe so, because the inactive player we're talking about usually is at the bottom of the roster. And so if you look at the next man up theory, that means that the last guy on the bench at that time, it's his time to get that playing time. So I don't think that the inactive players would change anything, because it's still a team sport, and those guys earn their playing time in practices. So that guy at the end of the bench is still one of the greatest players in the world that can contribute at any time.
And that one misses. Scal Labissière's checked in for Sacramento. And he sinks the second. The Kings shooting 32% in the fourth, perhaps looking a bit tired. Farrell kicks to Labissière. They set the screen. That's good from McLemore on the assist from Labissière. And 12 points for Ben McLemore. LA's gone 2 of 3 in the fourth quarter from long range. Good shooting so far. Rondo with it. Now defended by McLemore. Rondo passes to Caldwell Pope. AI left side. Los Angeles needs to get off a shot here. Ring shot on the way. Rebound by the Kings.
That's exactly how you have to defend him. He's a guy that the D needs to be aware of at all times. Yes, and with this one winding down, it's obvious to everyone who watched it. Just a total mismatch and a true show of strength for Los Angeles.
This was a team performing to its fullest capability.
A hugely satisfying win. A game that not many will soon forget. And on the other side, one that I think most will try to forget.
And on the year now, tonight's impending victory will push their win total to 47.
And on the season, this is going to be their third win in 4 games against this team.
And what a tremendous standout performance it was for AI.
He's had an effect on every part of this game, a triple-double. What more can you say? It's been a one-man show. Today was a good day.
And here's McLemore. Here's Labissière. And Labissière throws it down.
And, guys, you got to ask, where was this effort when it mattered? The game's over now.
Oh, yeah, this is a nice run here, but too little too late. And deep down, I think they know it.
AI passes to Zubac. Back to AI. Lays it up and banks it in.
And giving the fans what they came to see, a spirited performance.
Yeah, with a double-digit lead at this point, they can pretty much mark this one up in the win column.
And there's the foul. It'll go on AI. That's it for him. He's fouled out. And so it's the Lakers taking care of business here. This game may not have been the most exciting we've ever seen, but you have to appreciate just what a clinical performance they put on.
I know their fans appreciated it, and we saw at times just stretches of excellent defense, potency from an offensive standpoint as well. They were pretty much dominant.
And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
Thank you, Kevin. Congratulations on the win. Another triple-double for you. So what does it mean that you can come out every night and produce this way for your team?
Mostly, you know, it's just satisfying to know that I'm coming through when we need it. You know, I'm competitive enough. If I've got a shot at a triple-double, I'm gonna go for it. But the most satisfying thing is wins, you know? Not the stats, wins. That's what I'm here for.
Well, filling up the stat box helps you get wins, and you did a lot of that tonight. Congratulations. Kevin?
All right, David, thank you. And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. For Greg Anthony, Chris Webber, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin.